Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. It's time for another Starfield mod review. So far in our Starfield mod review series, we've stolen a headhunter's gear, joined then betrayed a secret group of assassins, gone to war against a faction of mutant breeding cryomancers, and possibly even ticked off Satan himself. Which means I've recklessly modded my game to buggery, and it's starting to implode in on itself. And thanks to the Free Lanes update, I can actually take a bunch of the goodies I've collected in this universe with me. But unfortunately, even with the quantum entanglement device, there doesn't seem to be a way to take your credits with you. Or is there? Yes, today we are playing through Continuum by AlmightySE, a quest mod that allows you to take your credits with you through the Unity. Now, AlmightySE is, if you've played a lot of Starfield mods, that's a name you are well familiar with. AlmightySE is one of the most prolific mod authors for Starfield when it comes to quest mods. Their stuff is, in my opinion, very good. It might not be to everybody's taste, especially if you're a lore purist, but we'll talk about that more later. To start the quest, simply interact with this unknown object that has mysteriously appeared outside the lodge. You can only assume some other me dropped one of their freaking artifacts. Starborn, man, they just leave their litter all over the place.
Don't worry.
Hold, mage.
Time hasn't paused.
And listen
Only your
well.
perception of it. Easier this way. Keeps the noise down while we talk. A moment of your time. That's all I need.
Yeah, how are you doing this? And, how's the weather on the Isle of Artaeum lately?
One of the few perks of my current predicament. When the time is right, I'll tell you the rest.
Okay. Is this how you usually start conversations?
No, though the fact you can still speak inside my little bubble is something to think about. I'm trying to keep a planet alive. To keep history from repeating. To save a girl. And maybe to finally walk free.
Save the
I have reached the
cheerleader.
point
Save
where
the world.
I can't continue alone. There isn't time to explain everything, but many lives depend on what you do next. All I can do now is ask for your help.
And you need me to do what exactly?
Save the girl. Then I'll open the way. I'll return you to your time and what waits ahead.
Okay, then. And there's a long pause here. Don't worry, your game's not breaking. Continuum. Find the girl. So, where are we headed? McClure 2. McClure. Hi, I'm McClure 2. You may remember me from such quest mods as Tales from the Lover's Lab, The Good, the Bad, and Some Guy, and Kingath on Ice. Like, what the? Okay, oh man. Come on, guys. You're making us look bad in front of the accursed. Y'all are giving us a bad name. Hello, I'd like to apologize for my snake worship.
Well, either you're the rescue party or the cleanup crew got here early.
Yes, I'd like to apologize for my snake-worshipping brethren. Not all of us believe in purging the accursed, alright? That's the snake's job, and he'll do that when he feels the time is right. Speaking of being alright, are you alright?
Do I look alright?
No.
Sorry. Reflex. Lost a lot of blood. And a lot of friends. Guess I'm short on manners today.
What happened here?
Baroon zealots, obviously, came screaming about blasphemy and the Serpent's will. Name's Kira.
Yeah,
Geophysicist. Reluctant survivor.
your name was
And
right
at
there
this
on the
point,
screen.
Probably the last idiot standing. Well, sitting, technically.
Okay, so, what are you doing out here?
We were sent to do a planetary survey. Trying to figure out why this place is still breathing. Because by all the data, it shouldn't be. The magnetosphere, the atmosphere, they should have failed a long time ago. But something's holding it together. And it's tied to a structure we found in here. Your turn.
Yeah, I was sent here by a time-stopping bald guy. I think he was either a wizard of Artaeum or Professor X. Not quite sure, but I'm sure we'll find out. Hey, let's find out together.
Right. Fantastic.
No,
You hit your head or
X-Men,
something?
not Fantastic Four.
But I'm not really in a position to argue with improbable help. Look, I'm thrilled we're making friends, but if you've got a med pack, I could really use it. If not, should be one around here somewhere. I'd get it myself, but moving isn't really on the menu.
Nah, I got you covered.
Thanks.
No
Great.
problem.
I'm not seeing two of you now. Progress. Come on. I'll show you what we found.
Okay, wait up. I'm coming, but okay. Yep, and look at that. That's some Starborn-y nonsense if I've ever seen it.
We think this is an entrance. Whatever's keeping this planet alive, it's behind that wall. But don't get too excited. It hasn't moved an inch since we got here. Tried hacking, brute force, even asked nicely. Nothing.
I'm sure it'll open just fine.
Confident are we?
Yeah. See? Magic
Okay.
protagonist powers.
You win.
Alright, and this right here, take note of that. We'll be coming back here later. You know, in hindsight, or, you know, in retrospect, is actually probably the most lore-friendly of all of it, AlmightySE's mods, barring the new crew mod, which I always forget that's one of AlmightySE's mods, and we'll be getting to that one someday, I'm sure. But, you know, with the release of the Free Lanes update, the, you know, quantum entanglement
I've been trying
box...
not to enjoy this too much. Failing a bit.
Okay. This whole thing is a bit more lore plausible than some of AlmightySE's other stuff, with possibly one exception, which we'll be getting to right now, which will, depending on where Bethesda decides to take Starfield's story in the future, may not age all that well. But that's a problem for another day, I suppose. Hello, Professor X.
Welcome, both of you.
Who are you? And what is all this? I've never seen anything like this.
Who I am isn't important right now, but you can call me Julian.
Julian.
You were right, Kira.
It's
Everything
a
keeping this
hungry
planet
world.
stable flows through here. But the real work happens elsewhere. The Continuum engines keep it alive. As for their origin, that secret was lost long before any of us were here. I've kept the system running as best I can, but it's failing. And it's failing fast. And I need your help to hold it together. There's more to all of this, but it has to wait.
Continuum engines. Sounds important.
They are. Without them, the planet's magnetic field will fail. And this world will share the same fate that claimed Earth.
Okay, so what exactly is failing?
The Continuum engines have stopped spinning. The northern engine was breached by Varun zealots. When it shut down, the second engine followed. This strike was targeted, almost as if someone was guiding them. It's concerning.
So if one fails, the other shuts down in sympathy? That's efficient design, if you like extinction events.
I kept the second one running as long as I could, but I can only hold so much together on my own. There is a solution to this, but we need the engines running first.
I won't even bother asking if he can do it himself. We all know the answer. Tell me what to do.
I need you to clear the northern engine site and initiate the start sequence. Once it's stable, do the same at the second site.
Hold on. I think you've got the wrong person for a field job. I'm a scientist, not a soldier.
Damn it,
Stay
Julian.
here, Kira. I need your help preparing for what comes next. Once the engines are online, we'll begin the next phase. But more on that later. For now, we need the engines running. Here, you'll need this. It's a keystone. Think of it as a master key. If it's in your hands, the doors will open for you. When you reach the control rooms, it will also help display the correct activation sequence. Watch for the symbols on the wall. They'll guide you.
Right. I stay here and try not to panic. Go. I'll manage. Probably.
Alrighty, well. Same old story. Snakes killing snakes. Yeah. Yep, it's my people, alright. Okay, sorry. Ow, ow.
You're going to have to aim better than that.
Was that directed at me or them? It could apply either way. Alright, so that's them dealt with. Alright, heading up here, let me just do another, yep, and there's more of them. Okay. Boy. Yep. Maybe someday, but not today. Kind of looks like one of the, the little rooms where you float through the stupid lights. Everybody's favorite little mini game. Inside you got... Oop. I wonder what the thought process behind that was. And what do we got here? Put the square in the hole. Ah! Alright, well, thankfully, in your mod, there's this sequence where you have to play the memory game. Oh, that's always fun. Thankfully, in this one, this puzzle is more, this quote-unquote puzzle is more accessible to morons. So, thankfully for me. So, okay, that one, all you do is you press these things in the order on the wall. So, boop, boop. And, no. Oh, it's making a... Oh, jeez, I have to take this out. Quick, take that out because the thing was about to... Anywho, alright, so that one's done. One down. What was it, 2? 1 or 2 more to go, I don't remember. I've actually, as I said, I've actually played through this mod before, but there's a number of, like, kind of long, drawn-out action scenes like this, and they all blend together a little bit. So, on to Equilibrium Engine Continuum thingy number 2. Alright, site number 2, and oh, that would be a light. That's not a snake. Oh, there you are. Let's take care of these guys real quick. Hey, Alana, you're gonna blow my stealth. Hello. Oh man, I knocked that guy through the floor. The hill we go. That's what I did over the weekend. I fucking walked up a hill. I've been trying to touch grass a little more and go outside and exercise. Going out to my local park and walking up and down the hill. Okay, and yeah, good. There's more of them. Who else? See, that's your problem. So damn judgmental. Where in the sacred text does it say y'all have to be so damn judgmental of everybody? That's not what the snake is all about. What is it about? I don't really know. I played through that whole DLC and I still don't get it. Oh crap. It's restricted. Let's go home. You're right, we can't let that stop us. Okay. Equatorial Continuum Engine. Yes, I was right. It was called a Continuum Engine. I was listening and paying attention. These interiors look pretty cool too, by the way. I gotta admit, I like them. Oh. I do kind of like the minimalist design of all the temples and the Starborn-y stuff. Oh, geez, what happened? Where's my buddy? Well, see, you guys always be popping Send star stuff. It would be cool if they found a way to incorporate more starborn powers into the actual starborn enemies you fight. I'm sure there's mods that do that. If I looked for them. Whoa, oh. Shoot. I hate to break it to you, but I already got the artifacts. Look, man, you can go through the Unity after... We don't even really know how that works, do they? I think the prevailing theory is that they sort of scatter like the Dragon Balls. That's seems to be the prevailing theory. Will we ever find out what all that crap is about? Who knows? What with all the layoffs at Microsoft, I don't know if any of that's hit Bethesda yet, but yeah, I don't know. The future is in question.
Can we talk?
This is really awkward. You're great and everything, but I'm moving, and long distance relationships are hard enough. I mean, we're talking about an interdimensional relationship. I mean, I don't know. I think we should probably just, it's been great hanging out and stuff, but I kind of feel like, maybe we should think about seeing other versions of each other, fix that. That's gonna... Well, that's done. Oh, what was that? I just get like a quantum essence or something? I don't know, I feel like I felt a whoosh. Alright, well, anyway, let's head back to, Julian. It's a hungry world. It'll eat you alive. Yes, yes, oh Julian.
Nice work out there. Both engines fully operational.
So, we all good?
Now comes the hard part.
No.
But we have time to talk first.
So, you said something about the next phase?
I did. But I owe you both an explanation. My name is Julian Isa. Victor Isa was my father.
Dr. Isa, Dr.
Wait.
Isa.
Isa? As in the grav drive inventor, Isa?
Oh,
The
Dr.
same
Isa.
one.
That means you're what? 200 years old?
The system sustains me. I stay alive because I'm bound to it, not because time's been kind. You've crossed the Unity. You know what the grav drive cost us. My father's work destroyed Earth. He reached out to me. Not my father, but another version of him. My father didn't listen. I did. He told me about this place and asked me to protect what was left.
This is the bit of the story that I have like mixed feelings about. I'm gonna save, my kind of critique and stuff and the actual review for the end of the video, and just gonna kind of keep it moving. But this part, the whole he's the secret son of Victor Isa, it's not my favorite bit of the mod. It doesn't completely kill it or anything. It's like I said, I'll get to it more at the end. So what now? You said something about the hard part?
This control system was only meant to steady the engines for a time. The primary structure lies on an island, the Nexus. If we bring it online,
No, this is
it can run the entire system without me.
No, I downloaded this from
But
the
to do
creations menu.
We need 3 other keystones, and they are missing. Unlike Keystone Alpha, which opens doors, these 3 are specifically designed to activate the Nexus itself.
No, this mod's not on the Nexus. It's only on creations, alright? So you know where they are.
A man who once set out to help me has them. When he learned who I was, his trust broke. Fear took its place. He took the keystones and vanished. I need you to track him down. His name is Lucan. I don't know where he is, but he used to work with someone on Neon, a woman named Lexa. He said she frequented a bar in Ebbside, though that was a long time ago. She has a scar across her lips that will set her apart. In the meantime, I'll be working with Kira. She needs to understand the systems before we move on to the Nexus.
Wonder how she got those scars. Alright, so Kira, do you have any dialogue? No, you don't. Alrighty. And once again, all roads lead back to Neon. Just can't get away. The PG mean streets of Neon. I'll see you there. Yep, there we are, Euphorica. This is the right place. You're down here this time. Last time I played through this, she was upstairs. All right, interesting.
You're looking for trouble? Pick another corner. I'm not in the mood.
Relax. If I wanted trouble, you would know.
Great opening line. Try again. And this time, use your inside voice.
I need to know about a man named Lucan.
No.
All right then.
That's my answer. Try someone else.
Look, you can help me now, or we can drag this out. I've got all day to record and play this quest, all right? I've set aside plenty of time, and I can be very annoying. So, just out with it. Oh no,
Fine.
Please don't push me,
Yes,
Danny.
we worked together once, but that was a
Thank you.
long time ago. He changed. Started obsessing over Earth and alien artifacts and all sorts of
Oh no,
nonsense.
Danny's pushing me.
Whatever he
God.
is mixed up in, I'm not part of it. And no, I don't know where he is.
So is there anything left behind that I can follow?
Since you asked nicely, he had a place on the upper levels. No idea if he still uses it. Now, please leave me alone.
With pleasure. All right.
Good?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah. Oh, it's literally right outside. All right, all right, hold on. Aha! No boost pack required. I did it. I'm gonna edit that to make it look less embarrassing than it actually was. All right. Oh. And lock picking. I actually kind of like the lock picking minigame. The minigame in Fallout and Skyrim is a lot less imposing. I'll say that much. But I mean, I get that not everybody wants to play a minigame every 5 minutes. But hey. I mean, it's not like you're really missing out on that much if you don't lockpick in this game. I like you. I enjoyed that a little bit. Where's my stuff?
Julian long enough to find someone new? You're looking for the keystones. We should talk. Maybe we can clear a few things up and find some common ground. Coordinates sent.
Oh, that was thoughtful that he sent the coordinates. Okay. It's never easy. Making me hop in the ship. You can't just ambush me somewhere in town. Nope. Alrighty. Onward to his private platform. Alright, well, swanky. Man has his own private island platform. Not gonna make a joke about that. We're gonna sort this out. References or jokes or anything. We're gonna resist that urge. Okay, meet Lucan. Someone steal his golden claw. Hello, Lucan. Surrender the claw.
You found me.
Yes, I did. Yeah, okay, nice place you got here. Let's be courteous. The man invited us into his home.
It serves its purpose. Old Freestar platform. Abandoned long enough that no one comes looking.
So about those keystones.
Before we get into that, I need to know something. You are aware of Julian's lineage?
And it's funny, he and we are looking for like an ancient key, kind of like the Golden Claw in Skyrim. I wonder if his name is a reference to Skyrim. Probably not. It's a bit of a reach, but anyway. Yes, he told me all about that.
Do you really trust another Isa with the fate of a whole world? Because I don't. I trust patterns. His father changed our history by turning one machine on. Who knows what would happen when those keystones are connected?
Granted, I mean, the stakes are much lower, right? I mean, it's not like anybody's living there. Okay, so Julian can't be blamed for what his father did. Come on now.
Blame isn't the point. The risk is. I'm not letting another Isa flip a switch that could decide the fate of a world. Not again. You know, it wasn't easy to convince the Varun zealots. They're stubborn, fanatical, impossible to steer unless you know which words light the fire. I learned fast, but they did what I needed. They pushed hard enough to force Julian's hand. And now here you are, carrying the Alpha Keystone I need to reach him. All that work finally paid off. So, here are your choices. Hand it over and walk away, or I take it off your body. What's it going to be?
Come on, let's just talk it out. It doesn't have to end like this.
There's no other way. Not anymore.
You're not looking for answers, you just want to punish Julian.
You say punishment, I say containment.
There's a scientist in this now, someone who understands what's at stake.
That does change a few things. Not enough, but it matters.
All right, this is interesting. I've never done this. Usually we'd be shooting it out by now. That's cool. Yeah, because AlmightySE's stuff, I think one of my main criticisms is that there isn't quite enough branching options in the quests. They're fairly linear. So yeah, this is interesting, and I kind of like this rather than just a traditional persuasion mini game. You actually have to navigate this conversation and think about what you're saying to the guy. Okay, so he thinks he's in the right, you know. So I feel like saying you're scared to face what you've become. He doesn't think he's become anything bad, so I feel like I shouldn't say that. Let me finish this without killing you. Help me by not making it worse.
You're exhausting to argue with.
I am.
But fine. I pushed this harder than I meant to. I gave the keystones to the zealots for safekeeping. If you want them, you have to get them yourself. I'll give you the location. What happens after is on you. Not me.
Can we talk?
Yeah, so if that conversation goes south, yeah, a bunch of zealots pop out and you have to fight your way out of here.
Got a second?
No, I don't. Let's see if this all plays out the same. I kind of think it will for the most part. Alright, so this is a little different than I remember. Yeah, because last time I did this, I ended up like raiding a ship that was in orbit. So let's see if this, unless I'm just completely blanking on this section of the quest, which is entirely possible. Wager there's another way in here other than just the front door. Aha! It's nice, I managed to maintain camouflage the whole time. These guys are fucking low-level chumps too, so this is pretty easy. Alright. Boop. Cador. Like I said, last time I did this, it was on a ship, and it was much harder. Cador, the shipment arrived intact. The keystones are secured in the vault at the RNA station as instructed. There we go. Systems are holding and no irregular traffic was detected during the transfer. I'll maintain the station until you arrive. Yep, so disregard literally everything I just said before. I just blanked on this section. All right. See, that's the problem, is like, it would have been cool if, you know, if you managed to get through that conversation, you would be able to skip the ship section, or maybe it could play out differently. But see, that's kind of the Achilles heel. The real Achilles heel to me is not the fact that AlmightySE's stuff isn't strictly lore friendly. It's that quests are just, they're a bit linear, and that stuff like that really hurts replay value. Now granted, Continuum, you don't actually have to go through this entire quest every time you want to, you know, jump Unity and keep your credits. You can just do it right away at the beginning if you've played through the quest once, which is very nice. And there are a lot of Starborn options in the dialogue trees. You can just skip a lot of these conversations on subsequent playthroughs. But regardless, something I would really love to see in AlmightySE's work going forward, and something they could really improve upon, is I would love to see, you know, perk checks and, you know, just alternative ways to solve quests other than just through, you know, just the one path, because that's what really makes RPGs special.
You have met your doom.
Damn, I should have taken my better ship. Thankfully, these people are wimps. So, it doesn't matter that I'm in my crappy Starborn ship. Which actually is, you know, I feel like it's a little bit better than it's given credit for sometimes. That little missile is very useful. Alright, we're coming aboard. Hello. Sadly, these guys are not quite as squishy as the other ones. Oh, hey there. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am. Oh, for God's sake, really? Some other me in some other universe wasn't watching their health. Assume the position. That one went down fast. Whoop. Oh, well, that's because this one's level 14. Hey, more of that, please. Do you have any more other wimpy guys to throw at me? Carving through them like a knife through scrib jelly. Hey, look at that, a level up. Thank you for that. Oh, hello. Oh, hey. Oh, there's a battery. Yeah, oh, it's right there. Thank you. Thank you for not hiding that battery from me, by the way. I really appreciate the lack of intrusive, uninvited hide and seek that some mods like to play. I appreciate a good puzzle, but sometimes when it's like, you know, when it makes you play a scavenger hunt, I'm not always in the mood. And security key card, X-Tech. Thanks. I still barely know what that does. I know it's used to upgrade stuff. You know, kind of upgrade the tiers of your weapons and everything. Oh, I left some guys alive back there. So combat music is still. Oh, look at Beowulf Longstrike. This is a hand-placed legendary. I believe I looted that last time I played through this, actually. I remember what I loot, but I don't remember an entire section of the mod. Yeah, that... action figure. Resist 5% damage from explosions. Do those carry over into New Game Plus? Well, guess we're gonna find out. X-Tech again, and... oh man, there's... 2? Here, I guess I already had that particular action figure, but... man, 2 action figures in a row. That's lucky. And like I said, do those carry over? Do those bonuses carry over into New Game Plus the way that, hey, interrupting me. Keystone, Sigma, Tau, and Zeta. Okie doke. Oh. Shooting. Would you die already? Thank you. I think if my memory actually serves me this time, I think we're in the home stretch. So we need to return to Julian and have a little talk. So I'll see you guys back there. And conveniently, you can actually just fast travel from inside that star station, so that's very, very useful. Knock, knock. Julian, buddy, I got the thingy. I got the MacGuffins. What now?
Good. Tell me what happened. How was Lucan?
He was more reasonable than I remember from last time. He's alive. He still doesn't trust you, but he backed down.
Thank you for giving him that chance.
Yeah, no problem. Wish it had an effect on the actual quest, but... And he was behind the Varun attacks.
I thought he just walked away. I didn't see the rest. Should have. I'm sorry you had to deal with him. We have the keystones. That's what matters now. The Nexus can finally be activated.
Where's Kira?
I walked her through the core systems while you were out. What she will need to know at the Nexus. She learned fast. Faster than I expected. But it took a toll. You can only absorb so much before your mind pushes back. She's resting in her bunk. But she's ready for what comes next. Before you go, there's one more thing you should know. Once the Nexus is online, it won't just maintain the Continuum engines. It'll be capable of something else. Something built into its design.
What kind of something?
A Continuum anchor. A fixed point in space-time that doesn't drift between universes. It stays constant. The anchor creates a small pocket outside normal space-time. It can't hold physical items, but it can store data. Credits, specifically. Information that survives the crossing. When you go through the Unity, everything resets. But this stays fixed. Once the Nexus is operational, you'll be able to deposit credits before you cross. They'll be waiting for you on the other side.
That will come in handy. Thanks.
It's the least I can do. Consider it a thank you. You'll pass where the anchor will appear on your way to Kira. It's time to wake the Nexus. Kira's waiting.
All right. So, now we gotta talk to Kira. She's, I believe, taking a nap. Wake up, Kira. We have a quest to finish.
Hey, that was fast. Or slow. I lost track.
Napping on the job, huh?
Processing technical specifications counts as work. My brain's just doing it horizontally.
You okay?
Define okay. I feel like someone's unpacked a library directly into my skull. But I'm fine. Really.
Julian said you're ready, and I've got the MacGuffins, so let's do this.
You get us there, and I'll try not to fry the planet by accident.
So what exactly did Julian teach you?
Julian walked me through everything. The core systems, the fail-safes, the sequence I'll need to run once we're at the Nexus. It's not like flipping a switch. It's more like conducting an orchestra while learning the instruments.
Think you can handle it?
I picked up enough to make it work. Julian was thorough. Almost obsessively so. I'll know what to do when we get there.
All right, I'll get you there safe. Don't you worry about it.
I'm counting on it. You get me there in one piece, I'll handle the technical side. You know, Julian's something else. Maybe the loneliest person I've ever met. He's carrying 200 years like it's nothing. But it's not nothing.
Think he's told us everything?
I think he's telling us what we need to know. The rest, I don't know. He's not hiding anything dangerous, just... I feel like there's something about leaving this place that he's not saying out loud.
Sounds like you've gotten close.
I understand him, I think. What it's like to dedicate everything to something bigger than yourself. He's been doing it longer than anyone should have to. All right, I'm good. Let's do this before I overthink what I just downloaded into my brain. You lead. I'll follow.
Let's move.
Right behind you.
I should have mentioned this before, but do they have the same voice actor? How you doing?
I'm fine. Unless you know something I don't.
They sound like exactly the same. I think they're the same actress. I like to give credit to voice actors and stuff. I really appreciate voice actors in mods. Let's head for the final temple. Here we are. Nexus. Alright, team. The Nexus is down. No one can download their mods. Everyone's counting on us to get it back up and running. Imagine, this is what Nexus admins have to go through every time the site goes down. Can you believe it? Makes you appreciate them a little more. Oh, And more. Come on, guys. Can't we just try getting along with the accursed for once? They're not so bad once you... Oh, Lord. Oh, hello. Go. Oh. I know that. I accept that I know where the power lies. You don't have to tell me that the serpent has the power. Keypad's a little busted. Unlock doors. There you go. You think so high and mighty. Oh, that's funny. The door is the color of the Nexus logo. Don't worry, everybody. The Nexus will be up again shortly. You won't have to rely on the Creation Store much longer. Okay, this isn't going very well. Uh-oh. Okay, they've put up some unusually effective defenses here.
Go slow.
Okay, you know what? That's you dead. Chop. Chop, chop. Stab.
Come on, make this interesting.
I'm trying to make the video interesting, Alana. Alright, I'm getting blasted a little bit. I'm trying here. This isn't exactly an A1 performance from me, but I'm trying. Ow. Ow. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, these guys mean business. Okay, I'm gonna go for the battle up. I'm just gonna give myself a heart plus 2. Why not? Oh, good lord, 197. Holy crap! Wow, I've. Oh, it's from using so much melee. I've got all the melee perks and that kind of give you a little health buff. Hey, there you go. That's better. Drugs. Is there any problem they can't solve? You. Sorry about that. Almost missed you. I don't want you to feel left out. It's a really good gun. There we go. Alright, who's next? Alright, sneak. Ah, you can. Oh, that's cool. I didn't notice that before. This is my first time really using the boost assault slowdown effect on a character with some seriously good sneak perks. Which way am I going? I got a little turned around there. Through here. And I think that's... I would love it if, and I'm sure there's a mod for it. Okay, good, got him. I would love a little indicator of whether or not, you know, when you're using the Sense Star stuff power, if you could just kind of be a little indicate, like the outline would just change color if they're behind cover. That would be very useful. And why is it not even the correct color? Yeah, see, that's one of those mods. Yeah, the skins mod I've got for the Nova Strike is kind of buggy, and I'm pretty sure that's what's causing the animation issues. But, no, I don't. We're just friends, okay? I'm real eager to jump universes, Kira. You got no idea. Alright, the Nexus of the Nexus. Okay, there's a big Starborn chair. Is this... Alright, Kira?
All right. This is it.
It is. Are you ready?
As ready as anyone can be when waking up a machine older than every record we have.
Okay, so how do we do this?
I will take the interface. You handle the keystones. I'll call out each step. Just wait for my signal and place them exactly where I say. Simple in theory. Let's hope reality agrees.
Alright, don't worry, Kira. This isn't my first AlmightySE mod. I'm well acquainted with, ancient arcane machines. They're a common occurrence in these quest mods. I'm pretty sure, like, almost all of them.
I'm in. This interface is unbelievable. Give me a second. All right. First keystone, left receptor. Go ahead.
Okay. Left.
Left receptor's live. Good. The conduit's just powered up.
Oh, and there actually is a screen. I didn't
One
notice
down.
that first time I
Good.
played through this.
Now take the second keystone to the right receptor. Start
Alana,
the second ring.
you might want to stand back.
Perfect. 2 running, nothing exploding.
Yet.
I'll take it. Okay, last one goes in the center.
Boom.
Center receptor locked in. Bringing the final ring online. That's full sync. Nexus is officially awake.
Huzzah!
Look
Download your mods, everyone.
that.
Whoa.
You did it. This world will take care of itself now, without my help. There is something I held back until the work was done. The system kept me alive, but it can't release me. When I break the connection, I'll die. That's the truth I hid, and the choice I made. After 200 years, this is where it ends. By the time you come back here, I'll be gone.
Isn't there something we can do?
No, I've lived far beyond what anyone should. The planet can stand without me now. That's enough.
Why tell me and not Kira?
Because she'd try to stop me. Or save me. She'd risk herself if she thought it would help. Let her believe I'm waiting for you. Tell her the truth when you come back. Not before.
We actually did it! Julian's going to be so relieved.
And now we get to make a choice. Yes, there are 2 endings to the mod. There isn't really any major, gameplay change or change in the reward you get at the end of the mod, but I do appreciate that there are 2 endings. For me, it's mostly all about role playing anyway. So, all right. So, which one are we going with? Kira, Julian won't make it.
What are you talking about? He can finally walk free.
He said breaking his connection to the system would kill him.
No, he wouldn't just... I need to check something. All right. I understand now. We can go back to him. I'll be right behind you.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Well, let's head back to Julian and see what happened. If I don't already know. And no, we cannot talk, Alana. God, just take a hint. Oh, Julian, you all right? You're in a fetal position.
Kira, what did you do?
What I had to.
You tied yourself to it. You took my place.
I rerouted the connection to me. You're free now.
You told her.
Yeah, I know what it's like to, just be glued to your gamer chair over there and not want to go, not want to get up and think there's nothing more to life, but you gotta go outside and touch grass sometimes, all right? It's all right. You'll be fine. If you're mad at anyone, be mad at me. Go play outside.
I am, but anger doesn't undo what you set in motion. I didn't ask for this. I was ready.
I know. But I wasn't ready to just let you die.
So you condemned yourself instead? Do you understand what you just signed up for?
I understand perfectly. I know exactly what this means.
That connection will change you. It'll drain you. It'll take more than you think. I'm finding a way to undo this. I'm getting you out.
Julian.
I spent 2 centuries in this place. I know these systems better than anyone alive. If there's a way to free you, I'll find it.
And if there isn't?
Then I'll make one. I'll come back with answers.
I know you will.
Nothing about this feels right to me. Still, you saved this world, and I won't forget that. If this moment ever comes around again, I hope you'll choose another path.
Yeah, we'll see. Probably.
He'll be okay.
And there he goes.
He just needs time. He gave this place 200 years.
He deserves to breathe real air again. Even if he doesn't know what to do with that freedom yet.
Are you gonna be all right here?
I'll manage. The planet won't fall apart without me. The Nexus handles that now. But there's a lot to explore in here. If I learn how to freeze time on command, I'll try to use it responsibly. And keep the keystone. If you ever want to stop by, I won't mind the company. Go on.
Yeah.
I'll try not to break anything important.
Yeah, about that. Yeah. Yeah, please do. Please keep, I do still prefer to use the Nexus to the Creation Store, so please keep it in good health and up and running. I'd love to say I was going to come back and check up on you, but I'm going to be moving on pretty soon. So, goodbye, Kira.
Goodbye. And thank you for everything.
No problem. And holy crap, that is a lot of XP. I forgot about that. So yeah, you finish this quest and you're practically guaranteed a level up, which is that's actually a nice addition, because you could argue that it encourages you to actually finish the quest again rather than just, do the first bit and then gain access to the Continuum anchor and save your credits. Speaking of which, let's get to the whole reason we're here in the first place. So, Continuum anchor. Store all my credits until a new cycle begins. Boom. And no credits. On subsequent playthroughs, if you select the Starborn dialogue that kind of, tells you, hey, Julian, I've done this before in another universe, this thing will be lit up right away. So you do not have to go through the entire quest every single time you want to use this. But like I said before, it is very cool that there is an extra incentive. When you come back here the first time, right now at the end of this quest, it will be lit up, but don't click on it right away because you can only use this thing once. Don't click on this thing until you're absolutely ready. Well, now that that's all done and the credits are stored, I think it's time to leave this universe behind. We had some pretty crazy adventures in this universe. Hell, we started our journey covering Starfield mods in it, but the journey never ends. Well, I had dumped some additional stuff in the quantum chest thingy back at the lodge. So now it's time to say goodbye to our ragtag little group we put together over the course of these past few videos. Yeah, about that. You first, I guess. Alana, we'll bang in the next universe, okay? See you later.
All right. Take care of yourself.
Fanboy, I leave to you all my Mantis stuff. You're the Mantis now.
Back to work then.
Oh, you have no idea. Superheroing is a full-time job. Boris, buddy, I sure hope it all works out with that, secret Assassin's Guild I'm now leaving you to deal with by yourself. But hey, you've got this. Goodbye, universe. Now all of you, get the hell off my ship. So that is Continuum. I think this is one of AlmightySE's better mods. It's kind of up there with Everbright. I think Everbright is AlmightySE's best mod so far. So a lot of people Their problem with AlmightySE's stuff is that obviously it's not lore friendly. Their mods feature ancient alien machines, and there's one that has actual aliens in it. As I've heard Crimson Flyboy put it, it's like AlmightySE just uses Starfield as a platform to tell their own sci-fi stories. He has more of a problem with that because he's like a lore purist, but you know, I'm not as much of a lore purist when it comes to Starfield in particular because of the whole multiverse angle. My brain was forged on comic books and Rick and Morty and stuff like that. So to me, multiverse means there can be wildly different divergences between universes. Like, well, you know, in the original Starfield universe that you jumped from, there were no aliens, maybe, and there were no ancient machines and crap in that universe. But hey, in this next universe you jump to, you've jumped into like a Silver Age universe, and holy crap, now there's crazy aliens and stuff. You know, like there's even a line in the vanilla game where, you know, I think the Hunter or something says like, the more you jump through the Unity, the weirder stuff gets. Now you may be stretching that line to a ludicrous extreme, but like that's just how I feel about it. And you know, the lore unfriendliness of AlmightySE stuff isn't what bothers me. What bothers me more is some of their quest design choices. There's not a whole lot of player choice. There's a few false choices peppered throughout their some of their mod, one of them being an Everbright. That's a pretty big black mark in an otherwise very good mod, and we'll probably cover that when I play through the mod, because I will be playing through all of AlmightySE stuff. They never really make use of perk or background checks, and all of that stuff kind of hurts the replayability factor. And I just don't feel like it's using the game to its full potential. Like that, you know, Starfield's perk and background checks and stuff like that. That was what really stood out as something I liked about Starfield's vanilla quest design, and something I think everybody liked. And you know, regardless of your feelings on, you know, the quality of the writing and stuff like that, that was that was definitely a positive point. So I'd really love to see them lean into that stuff a bit more. And then just in terms of this one, the one other little like nitpick, and it could just be me, I wasn't a fan of like the Julian Isa twist. I hate to use this terminology, but there's just, you know, no other way to describe it. It feels very fanficky, right? And I mean, technically this is a fan fiction, but I feel like you all kind of know what I mean when I say that. Like it says, oh, Julian Isa or Victor Isa had a secret son and blah blah, and like, oh look, I'm the relative of this character from the vanilla game. You know, like adding like a secret kid or family member or relative or something like that. Not to mention it's a quick way to make the mod clash with the lore, because like I'm pretty sure Bethesda's gonna bring back the Victor Isa character later on in some DLC. I feel like we haven't heard the last of that. He was well written and well voice acted. All the voice acting was very good. I liked Kira. I liked the story overall for what it was. And of course, I mean, the main draw for this mod is the ability to take your credits through the Unity. I'm sure that you could probably find a mod that just like lets you carry your credits, you know, through the Unity, but I really appreciate it being wrapped up in a quest and being like an actual mechanic, because, you know, New Game Plus, one of the cool things that Starfield did was it made New Game Plus like an actual part of the makeup of the lore and of the world building, which was something that I really appreciated about it when it came out. For all of the game's other thoughts, and what do you want? You need your oil change or something? Okay, I need to, well, I guess I'm taking it. You're not gonna have to worry about that. You're probably gonna get atomized by the Unity, unless, do robots? Are there starborn robots? I don't know. One way to find out. So anyway, I think I've babbled at you long enough. This mod is 500 credits. I think I failed to mention that at the top of the video, actually. It's time to blow this popsicle stand. All right, guys. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.